Mistakes just require correction. It is the ego that applies and assigns shame, guilt, and consequence to making a mistake, to being erroneous. And that is why, when we are looking at others, when they are egotistical or narcissistic or have a greater offense, we cannot fathom forgiving them and being graceful because we feel safer in applying guilt and shame and condemning someone. We do not feel safe in forgiving and in grace because we do not know how to feel safe in forgiving ourselves. We guilt and shame ourselves, and then we feel embarrassed when we make mistakes. That's a belief system, and that's what we perceive in a mistake, whether it's ourselves or others. So in order to heal out of this, we have to forgive. We have to learn how to rewire our belief system and our mind to approach mistakes as simple needs for correction. There's no guilt and shame involved unless you apply it. We are the ones that invented guilt and shame, and we are the ones that uphold it, which means we're the creators, which is great. We can create love and forgiveness instead. And this is also what psychotherapists will say. They will say to validate your emotions, not because your emotions are true or that they signify truth. It's that they try to not have you shame yourself for your own mistakes so you don't feel bad for feeling bad. You don't want to guilt the guilt or shame the shame or be afraid of the fear, fearing the fear. The ego will double down to keep it. And so when you're introspecting yourself or you're healing or you're listening to these videos of mine, be mindful, I'm not shaming or guilting. I'm giving the truth of how to heal yourself, of how to heal oneself. It is the ego that feels bad for being mistaken. And so a lot of people in my videos say, oh, you're guilting, you're shaming. I'm not guilting and shaming. That's you. You have guilt and shame and you can get out of it. I'm giving you the truth. And this is why people think truth is hard. It's not hard. It's hard because you feel mistaken when you hear a truth because the truth is different than what you think is true. So now you feel bad about yourself and you feel shame and guilt, and that's something we can learn to not have. But you have to recognize and accept it, and that's the hardest part, to accept shadow sides of us, to accept parts that we do not like. Even as simple as hearing your own voice and you not liking it is shame. It's self-worth. A low self-worth or insecurity is shame and guilt. Shame and guilt is riddled in every single human being, and it comes out in infinite ways. And one way shame comes out to protect itself is to shame the shame. So when you start to feel bad about feeling bad, or you feel guilty that you made a mistake, just know that is the ego's shame trying to weaponize itself against your own self so it can keep shame and guilt alive. So in real time, you have to learn to intercept it and be like, okay, this is an illusion. This is part of a pattern that I keep making real. Let me not continue to reinforce this and be convinced in this. Let me pause and give this up so I can see peace instead.